Do you like my hair? It's different. This is my natural hair, like waviness. I just didn't want to do anything to it because I don't want to ruin it even more than I already have. It's not damaged, it's just this is my wavy texture. And yeah, it's ombre now, which I actually really like. But today I wanted to do a different video. I wanted to talk about how I build confidence in myself and how to overcome bullies, because I was bullied. Growing up, I was not very attractive at all. I was really awkward through middle school and up until probably my junior year of high school. So basically I'm going to talk about what, my experience with being bullied and how to deal with it and how to build your confidence in yourself, because I think it's really important, and nowadays it's so much worse because of the internet and cyberbullying, and people are just cruel. So I just wanted to help you guys out, those who are younger and in school and going through this. I don't know if it'll affect you, but yeah, I'm going to talk about what I went through and how I dealt with it and why I am confident today, and I don't really care what anyone thinks of me. Basically in 6th grade, I was super awkward. I didn't have a care in the world because I just came out of elementary school and I was like, woohoo, like I didn't even care about boys at this point in my life. And then that's when I realized that a lot of people were starting to care about boys and what they look like and if they had a phone, a cell phone. And I never got anything handed to me. I bought my first cell phone when I was 14 years old. I paid for it with my own money. I got one of those phones that you had to buy the minutes. So I was never like just given an iPhone and, you know, told to go on my way. So I just kind of had a harder time than a lot of people with being popular. I was not popular. I was extremely awkward, and a couple things, like people would call me ugly, people would call me, say I had no friends. It wasn't fun. Like middle school was not fun for me. It was like the worst time of my life, and people were just so mean. It was just like a whole struggle of fitting in and you know, trying to survive in middle school, honestly. And then once I got to high school, I met all new people and I started to build my confidence a little bit. Like in middle school, it was more the bullying and the whatever, like with the calling me ugly. And it really did hurt my feelings because I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself, and I never really thought of myself as ugly. And then the more people would say that to me to hurt my feelings, the more I started to believe it. And so I started to kind of care what I looked like when I went to high school. I just like started building my confidence, and I started, you know, experimenting with makeup and doing my hair and, you know, trying, but I was confident. It was weird. It was kind of like I went through such a rough time in middle school that I just built my confidence up to like believe that I was cool in my own way. I was confident in my own way. I grew into my body in junior year, senior year, and I don't know, like I got attention from guys that I never had gotten before, and girls didn't like that. They didn't like that, you know, I would get invited to parties and people would pay attention to me. It was just like the upperclassmen girls didn't want anything to do with me being at their party because they didn't want competition, or I don't know, they were jealous. They were jealous. And what happened one time was I was hanging out with this kid. I really liked him at the time, and we were gonna go to this party, and I was going with him and his friends, and they were 2 years older than me, and I was friends with them, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go to this girl's house because I'm younger and I don't know if they'll want me to be there. Like, I just didn't know. I know how girls can be. And they were like, no, it was guys. So they're like, no, it'll be fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, they're not going to do anything. And I was like, well, what's the worst that could happen? They're going to be like, no, you can't be here. Like, you need to leave. You're not our friend or something. I was like, that's the worst case scenario, is they won't let me in. Well, they did let me in, and I had fun. You know, I was drinking. I probably shouldn't have been drinking, seeing as I wasn't 21 at the time. This was in high school, but I, you know, I was having fun, I was talking to people, everyone was being nice to me. So I leave the party and I had accidentally left my purse on the bench, and so I called my friend Brian, who was still at the party, and I was like, hey Brian, I just realized I left my purse there, can you please just like put it somewhere, or like let me know if you find it. And so he calls me back and he says that he's like, Meg, I don't know how to tell you this, but they ran your purse over. They had dumped it out in the street and they ran it over with a car because they thought it was funny. And I was just so in awe. I was like, you were so nice to me when I was there the whole time, and you didn't tell me to leave your house, but when I leave, you think it's hilarious to run my purse over. And so I had my friend drive me there, and I was crying. I had to pick up everything like off the street. One of my graduation presents was shattered. It was a bracelet that my godparents gave me. It was shattered on the road, all because I went to a party. Like, that's why. And I asked them, they all came out, and I was like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I didn't do anything to you. And they were like, well, you shouldn't have came to our party. Okay, well, why wouldn't you have told me that when I was here? What, are you fucking a coward or something? So, whatever. Like, those girls just, I don't know. I don't know why girls are the way that they are. I never had a problem with them. I didn't think we had a problem. The only thing was that I was younger and I was hanging out with some of their guy friends, and they didn't like that. So, yeah, so that really sucked, and I never hung out with really any of them again. I didn't want to cause even more drama, but it was just so ridiculous. And they've told me now, oh, I don't hate you, and I'm like, well, dude, I don't like you very much. Like, I don't care if you like me or not. Like, I don't care. Like, we're never gonna be friends, and that's that. Like, the whole thing was so stupid that they would do that. So that was like probably the meanest thing anyone has ever done to me, especially when I hadn't done anything to them. So that was the worst like bullying situation I had in high school. If you let people get to you and you let people walk all over you, that's when people will continue to bully you. But if you stand up for yourself, people aren't gonna bully you because it's not fun for them having to fight back. They just want to pick at you and pick at you and pick at you and have you break down. Even though that happened to me, I didn't care. It was a purse. It still was fine actually after that whole thing happened. My purse is fine. I still wore it to school. I wasn't afraid of them. I just was like, whatever, I'm gonna live my life. I'm not gonna let this affect me. And so I just kind of avoided them, but I wasn't like, oh, I can't go to school, oh, I can't go out with my friends. Like, I still did all that. I just wouldn't go to anyone's party that they didn't specifically invite me to, because Lord knows what's gonna happen if you do that. You just have to have confidence in yourself. You have to, you know what kind of person you are, and I think that takes a lot, especially when people can be so mean. But you just have to know deep down that you're a good person, and be a good person, and be confident. And like, I've always been the way that if something's bothering me, I'll say it to someone's face. Like, if someone came to a party at my house and I didn't want them there, I'd be like, what are you doing here? I don't want you here. I wouldn't just vandalize their property when they weren't looking. Like, it's just, that's always how I've been, very forward with people. If I don't like you, you usually know I don't like you. If you try to bully me, I will stick up for myself. That's just how I've always been, and that's how I always will be. I will always stick up for my friends and myself, and I think that's how a lot of people should be. And if you're more shy, you just have to learn to stick up for yourself, because you're not gonna stop being bullied. And once you stand up to a bully, I know this is like so cliche, but they usually will back down, unless like they're like freaking the Incredible Hulk and they're like, no, I'll punch you in the face. But like, if you cry and you let them walk all over you, you just gotta say to them, cut the shit. I didn't do anything to you, leave me the fuck alone. And usually they will, or they'll like laugh, but they might just try to find someone else to bully, not keep coming at you. As long as you act like you don't care, even if you do care deep down, act like you don't care. And, you know, do your best just to be better than them. Be better than people who are gonna treat you like crap, because what goes around comes around. I do believe that. And what goes around comes around. If you're mean to someone, it's gonna come around and you're gonna have bad karma. If you can brush it off and not stoop to their level, you'll have good karma. Like, people don't deserve to be bullied. No one deserves to be bullied. But I do believe that things work out for the best in the end. Like, it made me a stronger person today. Like, I don't care. Call me fat, call me ugly, say that my makeup sucks. I don't care. Like, I really genuinely don't care. I just don't let what other people think of me get to me. I know who I am. I am confident in myself. I'm confident in what I want to do with my life, and that's really hard to figure out. And never let a guy be the reason that you're happy. I'm single, fully single, not seeing anyone. I don't want to be seeing anyone. I don't care about any boys at the moment. I'm happy with myself, and I can say that for like the first time in my life, I am genuinely happy being by myself. Like, I have no drama. I can do whatever I want. I can watch Modern Family for hours on Netflix and not care. I can go out with my friends and not care. I can go to work and laugh at people and be like, damn, that customer is freaking hot. Like, it's funny to me that now is the only time in my life where I've felt I don't need anybody else. I'm happy with myself. I'm going places. I'm gonna move and I'm gonna do what I love. And it makes me so happy that I finally come to this point that I can be happy with myself, by myself. And so I just want you guys to, I don't know, hopefully you got something from this video. Just don't worry if you're getting bullied. It gets better. Like, I thought it was the end of the world. I never thought it was gonna get better for me in high school and in middle school, and it did. I'm very happy with where my life's going. And like, bad things are gonna happen along the road. You can't expect nothing bad to happen to you. Like, things are gonna go wrong, but you just have to try to look for the silver lining. That's what I've been trying to do lately. So I want to challenge you guys to look for the silver lining and just have confidence in yourself, because you only have one life. You only have one person, yourself, and you need to make the best of it. And you're not gonna go far if you are feeling down about yourself all the time. So I love you. I think you're all beautiful. Big virtual hugs from me. And yeah, just keep smiling and try to be confident. Don't let someone keep you home from school. Don't let someone keep you from doing something you love doing because they don't think it's cool. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up this video because it's pretty freaking long, and I love you guys. Bye guys.